What's up, everybody? Well, I got another cool video for you guys today. Well, I finally got my Fiero back on the road after hitting the deer. This whole hood was completely ruined. These lights got ripped off. But now look at it. Obviously, it's not flawless. It still needs a little bit of some paint help here and there, especially where the top of the deer rolled over here. There's a big old mark right here, and then there's another one over there. This is just from the Fiero being a Fiero and just paint chipping away from old age, unfortunately, but we can fix that. Got some new ones of those to put on already. Here's the back. Here's the side. This window is doing a lot better, but I still have one to replace it because it's spider cracking all over the place. So that'll be fun. I'm excited for that. Still need a better wash here. I think that's a bunch of penetrating oil from Sid trying to get that door lock to work. And I just put some new windshield wipers on it because the old ones were destroyed. So now let's have a quick little look inside this thing, huh? Well, all right, here's the interior. The carpets need to be cleaned, but it's got new seats. Unfortunately, the people put the damn logo on upside down and then didn't want to fix it. They said that's not their problem. So that's cool. Won't be going back there anymore. See, it's supposed to be up like that. But, I mean, for a 35-year-old car, I mean, the interior is kind of like cracking and peeling and shit, but considering its age, it's not that bad. I also got a new stereo because that one's trash, and I don't like how far it sticks out, although from what I was reading, that might just be what has to happen because there's not a lot of room back behind this guy. And then here's the gauge cluster. The wheel needs a new steering wheel, or at least to have it rewrapped. This part used to be way worse. It used to look more like this, but up here on the top, I guess old age kind of had it kind of just grab hold. Now it just looks like dinosaurs or something like that, like it's trying to turn into a fossil or some shit. Anyway, let's have a quick look up in the front. There we go. Here's what the front end of Fiero has in it. Really just some storage for the spare tire, which I took out for weight. And there's the cooling fan and radiator. The pop-up headlights and all that. But all right, I'm gonna shut this hood, turn the camera off though, because this is a two-hand operation for sure. I don't want to slam the hood. Alrighty, now let's pop the engine bay and other trunk area. It rained last night, so there's a little bit of some drips. But there she is. There's the little tiny dinky 2.8 engine, 140 horsepower, 170 pounds of torque. When it was new. Hell, now I'd be lucky if it's even putting 100 horsepower to the wheels. It's got 180,000 miles on it. And here's the destroyed trunk. Critters decided to move in and pee all over the place. So I ain't touching nothing in there, and that whole carpet needs to be completely ripped out and replaced. It's just a lost cause. Alright though. Alright. Now let's go get a cold start. Well, alright. Now let's do a quick cold start. Reves, huh? Well, all right. Why don't we go for a short drive? And don't mind the RPM gauge. It is quite a bit off. But man, oh man, is it fun around corners. It's not very fast at all, probably like the slowest car on the road by today's standards. I'm willing to get a Toyota Prius would rape this thing in a street race from a stoplight. But we get to that first corner, and I'm gonna keep going 80 around it, and he's gonna understeer and die. That's where the cars differ. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like this thing. This camera really lets me take some pretty smooth shots while I'm driving. If I was trying to hold my camera phone right now, man, it'd be shaking all over the place. People would be like, what the fuck, man? Steady your camera, I'm getting sick. Yeah, that guy liked my car. He stared right at it. Oh, and don't mind the awesome gas gauge. It has a mind of its own, and it never gets used. It's been doing that ever since I've had the car. I don't know what's wrong with it. Probably like the sending unit or some wires are pinched. Who knows? Anyway, though, let's go down here real quick. Make a quick little box around here. But see what I mean? There is no freaking way this engine is spinning at 4,000 RPM just then. That shit was like not even up to 3,500. Yeah, a lot of the gauges unfortunately just need some help. I don't know if it's the gauge or if it's the wire leading to the gauge or what the wire is connected to. I mean, it could be a plethora of things. Alright, there we go. Now we're getting a decent amount of heat in it. It's an old car, so I don't really like beating on it before the engine's in. Yep, there we go. There's the service engine soon light that loves to come on after driving like a mile down the road. And it goes off and on, but I'm assuming there's just some sensor or something that A, got eaten by animals, B, didn't like sitting around for 3 years waiting for me to fix it. Should have just done that right off the bat, but I had other things to do at that point in time. Yeah, there we go. I think the thermostat just opened up. I see my temp shooting way down now. It always kind of climbs like crazy and always makes me worried till it gets up to almost 220, and then it's like, okay, we'll open up the thermostat for you. Alright, let's give it the beans. Well, that wasn't very smart. Yep, not very fast, but I still like the car a lot. Ooh, a corner. Although there's a truck in front of me, so I don't know. Oh yeah, I like this little car. This little car is so much fun. The only thing that would make it better is if it was a manual, but I went all the way to Illinois next to Chicago to get this thing, and when I got there, he thought I was talking about a completely different car. Oh, he's turning where I was going to turn around at. Oh, well, whatever. I'll just kind of follow him. Who cares? Yeah, I'm going to cut over here too. Fuck it. Alright. And then we'll just plop into this guy's driveway. I'm amazed I didn't scrape. Back this thing up and start heading back towards the house. Because I stupidly didn't lock the house before going, but I figured I was literally just going to make a small little YouTube video. Alright, this car ain't fast. Let's wait for this hombre here. Nice exhaust note for being just a little 2.8. It definitely sounds kind of foreign, like it's an Italian car, even though it is just a Pontiac. And I'm pretty sure that this engine came out of an S10. They just souped it up by like 10 horsepower and like 20 foot-pounds of torque or something like that. But yeah, this thing handles like it's on rails. Like, we'll go into this at like 65. Obviously, it can go so much faster than that. But we exited that corner at like 70 and we weren't even squealing or anything. This thing's got a lot left in it. And this is just the 86. I would love to take an 88 Fiero for a spin. Apparently that has a really nice suspension. Like, it almost makes this one feel like a muscle car in comparison, even though to me it feels like it handles on rails already. Oh, up. What we got going on here? We just got a guy who's just gonna turn around and just cut off everybody. That's always good. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes driving this car around is a little scary, not because of my driving, but because of everyone else's. Optima, Kia. All right, it's your turn, go. All right, you're gonna go. See, that's the one nice thing about this car. A lot of times when you get to a four-way stop, people will just let you go because they think it's cool, you have a nice classic car, and they want to see what it is. But yeah, we are not at 40, almost 4,500 RPM right now. That RPM gauge is on crack. At first, I really thought my engine was doing that, and then I rode around with my friend, and he was like, I don't know, man, that thing don't sound like it's spinning at no 4,000 RPM. It sounds like it's barely even doing anything. It's like at like 2,500 RPM right now. Like, you all know what cars sound like. Cars at 4,000 RPM are starting to scream pretty good. Not quite like Redline screaming, but they make a noise. They don't just cruise down the street like you're taking a Sunday drive like we just were, you know? What is going on here? Hope he's just waiting for a Chevy. Alright, now he's gonna go. Okay. Alright, anything around? Nope. Alright, let's floor it one more time. Hey, check engine light went away. Gave it an Italian tune-up. But alright, I think that's good enough for a video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I'm glad to have my car back, and until the next video, peace out, guys.